so sometimes the root of that pain is the church.
Mhm.
And so they do have to walk away. And like we said, like, it's okay to walk away from your church. It's not okay to walk away from Jesus.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
your relationship with Jesus is the most important. And contrary to what some churches teach, we are to be living to learn how to die to ourselves. We're not here to make better versions of ourselves. We're not here to build
Yes.
our kingdom. We're here to build God's kingdom.
Yeah.
And God's kingdom is worked through us by submission to God's authority over us. But those experiences He allows us to go through that work in us compassion, empathy, understanding. When you walk into someone else's shoes, you can go to that person with encouragement, real words that mean something and substance that can help them through what they're going through because you yourself have gone through that. But if you've just read about that and you're trying to talk to somebody, you're just going to come across as a fraud without any kind of compassion, because the word without love is not helpful. It's not, it
Yes.
doesn't penetrate. It's just words on a page. I can't tell you how many times I would hear things like, "This too shall pass." And I'm like, thanks.
Yeah.
It wasn't encouraging, because it was just words. And unless it comes with the gifts of the Holy Spirit, the fruit of the Holy Spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control, um, we're not going to receive those words.
Yeah.
And we need to be careful, as believers, when we are encouraging others, are we doing it from a place of empathy? Are we doing it from a place of compassion? Have we prayed for this person? Like, are we trying to see it from their perspective? Are we seeking to understand, or are we seeking to be understood? Because it, it goes a long way. It really goes a long way to put yourself in someone else's place and try to understand what they're going through, to minister to them and meet them with the encouragement that they need.
Yes. And I one of the things that trends that I saw, and then this is not with everybody, but with a small majority of the deconstructioners, is that they have this church hurt and they want to point out all the bad, right? And then they don't want to ever focus on the good.
Yeah.
And the other thing is,
Well,
is
misery
sometimes
loves company.
exactly. And then what the other thing they do is they point some things as bad or worse than they really are, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So obviously control, abuse, alienation, all of that is bad. And
Yeah.
that's a definition of a cult,
And it's not
which we
excuse.
will talk about cults at one point.
Yes, later.
Yes. But
It's not excusable.
it's not
Yeah.
excusable. But in a few cases, it's not so much that. It's more like they want to see you grow and learn, but these people don't want to. They want to walk in, they want to be in a position where they're free to do whatever they want, or they don't
Right.
want to be corrected, or they don't want to be changed. And it's not so much as that, but with it's like, if you want to work out and you want to get in shape and you get a trainer, you're not going to tell me, I don't want to be changed. I don't want you
Right.
telling me what to do.
That's true.
One of the things about being in this spiritual house or faith is that you want to grow in that faith. You're going to want to make changes.
Yeah.
You're not going to force them, and you also are going to want somebody to say, "Hey, I noticed you're doing this and it's a little harmful." Again, people do take that too far. They can be controlling, they can be manipulative, but that's not what we're talking about. But we have to be able to look at ourselves and say, "Am I hurt here